So I want to ask you about relationship. You're married, so you tough on the football field, right? When you get home, does your wife push you around?
Well, I was married. Okay, so now I'm divorced. Yeah.
Okay.
But yes, that's one thing that, and it was very tumultuous divorce and publicized and done in a manner so that the victim mentality, if you will, used Luke's fame in New York City to benefit myself, take the kids away, move to a different state.
I know
all that. So, so that since 2014, I've been going through that, and we met in college and got married, got engaged right out of college, got married, and we're together about 14 years. Full time I played, everything like that. So, but as a football player, you take abuse because that's what you're used to, and I can only speak for myself, but there's no such thing as a perfect relationship. Both people are accountable for themselves.
Yeah.
And there's three sides to every story.
Yeah.
Her side, his side, and the truth.
But women tend to lie and cry.
Yeah. It's just,
and the courts and everybody fall for the lies and the tears.
Well, it's like you said, misery loves company. Yeah. So, I can't imagine being a judge sitting around listening to people's problems all day, that they would not at some point start to be skewed just because they've been so indoctrinated with all this pity and all this nonsense.
Yeah.
I mean, they're matrimonial judges. What do they do? I mean, I don't know. It's all about money. It's all
about money, man.
Yeah, I mean, like Chris Rock said, Chris Rock's, he lives in the area that I live in.
Oh, okay.
Not where I'm from, but Bergen County, New Jersey.
Right.
Outside New York City there. And, he said, she's got 3 lawyers. He's got 3 lawyers. There's the judge. There's the stenographer. There's the deputy. And he's sitting around saying, all these people are here to take my money.
Yeah.
And he said, he said that's when he realized that he made it. So, right. With fame comes attention, and it's unfortunate for a lot of guys because there's a big theme that all the NFL guys, they all go broke because they spend their money after they're done, this and that. But in reality, it's the people that are connected to them or the people that they trusted, throughout their career are the ones that end up, it's like the lion tamer, those guys out in Vegas.
Yeah.
Sigmund and Freud, what's their name?
Yeah.
Eventually they got eaten.
What a mess.
So it's the same mentality, And you can't, once you're in the system, it's tough to get out. It's stereotypical. It's discrimination. I mean, people talk about this stuff all the time, but to say it as a professional athlete, white guy, this, that, people don't want to hear it, but it's true.
Exactly. Which was harder for you, playing football, having to retire due to injury early, or losing your children? This person trying to take your children.
Oh, lose them, yeah. Of course. I mean, I did everything. Every time I put 405 on my back and did it, or every weight, every play was all for them. And they're fine. They're doing well. Love them, and everything will come out in the end.
Right on.
It's just a matter of society and influence. That's the thing when you have kids. The older they get, the less influence you have on them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that external influence, especially today, they go to school and they're reading about changing their sex in 3rd grade. craziness. It's just like, I mean, when I show up and I want to talk about what's going on in school, and then all of a sudden they want to call the police.
I know.
Everybody's, so.
Well, mess. There are many evil things in the world today, but one of the ones that at the top of the list is that when these women are trying to take the man's children away from him, and the courts and others go along with it, it's as though they don't think that the father has feeling for his children. They don't even consider that the pain that the father goes through when he loses his children. There's no consideration for that at all. And women who take the children from the father are totally wicked, because if they have real love, they would know that the fight between the father and the mother has nothing to do with the children. And so the kids should be free to be with both parents at whenever they want to. But these women will take the children, and of course, nobody considered the pain of the father for their children.
No. And, and my belief is that it's a lag effect from the woman that takes the children from their father as a result of that woman's father.
Yes.
Daddy issues, things like that, anger. You talk about anger, that's anger in a different form. Like that's, men get mad and they'll break something or whatever. Women, they get, not all women, but, they have a different mentality.
Their anger is wicked.
Yeah, it's never ending.
Right, and never. They live off it, man. Luke, they live off anger. They'll wake up in the morning, cuss you out, and make breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and go to bed and sleep like a baby.
Yeah,
so they get life from that.
Yeah, and it's the borderline personality disorder. There's a lot of things that's are the underlying causes of a lot of dysfunction. And that's, when you come from a well-oiled machine like a professional football organization and the New York Giants and Notre Dame, there's a very structured system, and, you're accountable, but that doesn't translate into the home.
Yeah, that's right.
And they're not used to that. I mean, if you're in the military and you marry a woman that's in the military, you're going to have less differences than someone else that has no clue of what you do.
Yeah. Would you ever marry again?
Oh, well, I never say never. But yeah, what I say is I'm in a sense, I'm married to my 3 daughters, because of my commitment to them. And so if the time comes when I feel that I'm able to give what I need to give to another marriage, then I'll look at that. But right now, it's a matter of making sure that my kids are
good, man. How old are they now?
21, 18, and 11.
Oh, we got a while.
Almost 21. Yeah, January 19th, my oldest will be 21.
Right on.
So yeah, one's out in St. Mary's College and next to Notre Dame in Indiana.
Nice.
And one's a senior in high school in Chicago, and then the little one is in Chicago now as well. They moved out there about a year and a half ago or so.
Chicago is a scary place to live now. What a mess, man.
That's what I said. I mean, I'm like, you want to move the kids? Why don't you move them to Florida?
That's right.
What about it? You moved to Chicago.
She moved them right into hell. She's giving them hell, and now they're going to catch more hell.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's when you can't protect your children, it's a weird feeling.
Sure is. It really is. I felt the same way about my son when his mother kept him and did all that mess. I felt the same way, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's, parenting is expensive. Everything costs money.
Yeah.
And, it's just a matter of figuring it out, but it takes 2 to tango. You can't just do everything, I mean, like you said, I watched a number of your shows, but that control is what they want.
Yes, absolutely, man. What a mess.